Hi everybody! Welcome to our live video for today. I am going to wait a few minutes to give everyone some time to jump in here. As I see people starting to file in, then we'll go ahead and get started. Hope everyone out there is staying safe and healthy and making the best of the times that we're going through right now. Alright, see we're gaining some viewers. Hi everybody. Hi. Make sure to type in the chat so that I can see that you're here. Also, please just wanted to say, bear with us. This is our first time doing a live from the barn. So just work with us through the kinks and hopefully next time we'll nail it a little bit better. Yeah, we're going to have a good time today. Thank you all for spending some time with us this afternoon for our first Tap into the Herd. So, hi Lily, hi Luke. Hi guys. I'm going to wait for a couple more people before we get started. If you see a couple little critters running around here, we do have two cats. Their names are Jaden and Jinx. Those are our barn cats. And we also do have an array of chickens and ducks. Those all belong to Julie and myself. Fun fact, all of their names start with J. So that's a fun little tongue twister. Does anyone know the horse that we used for our logo for the Tap into the Herd? Can anyone tell me what his name is? Does anyone know what horse we used? Anyone? Anyone? It was Scooter. And so Scooter is one of our horses here in our herd, and he is actually one of Camper's favorites. So, thanks, Julie. Yep, the Scooter. So, for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Jessica G. I am the Assistant Equestrian Program Specialist here at Camp Tapawingo Equestrian Center, and I've been with the Girl Scouts for about 3 years, and I absolutely love what I get to do. And Julie here, who I will show you, as she is with us today. Okay, Julie here has been with the Girl Scouts for 2 years, and she is our Equestrian Program Specialist.
Hi, girls.
So, I did want to mention that Julie and I are, of course, practicing and applying our social distancing measures. So we're going to keep our spacing from each other. But when working with horses, it's really important for safety reasons to never be alone. So that's why we are both here today. Also, feel free to ask questions. We want this to be really interactive. We're also going to be quizzing you guys, so make sure you're paying attention. And make sure you stick around until the very end, because Julie is going to have some special guests, and she's going to talk about some of our equestrian programs, summer camp, and our new Adoptive Horse program. Okay, so make sure you stick around till the end. All right, let's go ahead and get started with our tour. So we're going to start with this first room here. This is our classroom/meeting room. And as you can see, we have some pictures of the horses on the walls. So this area we use for doing our non-riding portion of our programs. And so here we will make horse treats, we will make crafts such as horseshoe dream catchers. Girls will get to design their own horse. and all sorts of fun things like that. Okay, so that is our classroom area. Leaving our classroom area, we head into our cubby room. So this is our cubby room. This is where girls will keep their belongings when they come to the barn. And so Julie and I also added all of these reference pictures on the walls here that you can see. So this is just gives some girls some insight to some of the many different things that are in the world of horses. Right off of our cubby room is our boot and our helmet room. So we are very lucky to have a wide array of boots that we get through donations. So if you have any boots that you are no longer needing, please feel free to donate them to us. And on this wall we have our helmets here. And you can see we have a lot of array of helmets too that the girls get to use when they come. All right, so now we're going to leave the heated and air conditioning area and go out into the cold, into our barn. So once we head out into the barn, we are at our main aisle here, and as you can see, here's Mr. Nelson. Can you say hi, Nelson? This is Nelson. He is one of our miniature donkeys that we have here. And behind him are some of our chickens that you can see. So as we head down our aisle, we first come to our wash rack. We have two wash racks, one on each side. This is where we bathe the horses, and girls actually will get to bathe the horses during Equestrian Summer Camp, so that's really a lot of fun. They also sometimes get to paint the horses as well. Amy says hi, Nelson. And then moving on from our wash rack, we head into our feed room. Turn on the light here, it's a little bit dark. So there we go. So we have our feed room with all of our grain and supplements. We also have all of our fly sprays and medicines that we have in order to keep the horses nice and healthy. And if you notice down here in the corner, this is what Julie uses to trim horses. And in case you missed it, we posted a trimming video on our Facebook YouTube page, on the Girl Scouts of Central Illinois Facebook page, that you can go and check out in case you missed it. We are hoping to have summer camp this year too, Stacy. As of right now, everything is a go. All right. So as I said, Julie's trimming tools were down there, and we did a video that you can check out. Once we leave our feed room, we come to, this is our hay room. This is where we store all of the hay that we have to feed our horses. And this is actually just some of our hay. We also have a hay barn where we store the larger bales of hay. So, fun fact. Hi, Holly. Thank you. I appreciate that. Fun fact, horses can eat 15 to 20 pounds of hay in a day. So, that is a lot of hay. So you can imagine we go through a lot of hay. Next to our hay stall is our shaving stall. So this is where we store all of our shavings, all of our pitchforks, and everything we use to clean our stalls. And then as you can see here, this is our Muck Buckets, and it has a lot of the tougher side, or rougher side, of having horses, and that is that we have to clean up after them. And horses actually can make up to 50 pounds of waste in a day. That's right, 50. So if you can imagine having to clean up after a bunch of horses, it does take a lot of work. Thanks, Kelly. Okay, so once we leave our shaving stall, we come to all of our stalls here. And so this facility, like I said, it is amazing. And we have 13 stalls for our horses to stay in. And they all are about 12 by 12. Some are a little bit bigger than others. And I'm going to show you what one stall looks like here on the inside. So this is what a horse stall would look like. It has a corner feeder, a hay net, and an automatic water. And then there are doors that lead to the outside. Okay, we're gonna walk down the aisle to the other side and see what else this facility has. So as I mentioned, we have 2 wash racks. So here's our second wash rack. Again, that's for grooming our horses and bathing them. Then we come to this room here. Our special guest is really excited. Can't wait to see you guys. So in here, this is our English tack room. So the majority of our riding done here is in Western tack, which we're going to see in just a minute. But we do have a bunch of English tack, and the main difference with it, as you can see, there is no horn here on the saddle, and these saddles actually tend to be a bit lighter. And we do have a summer camp this summer featured for just English riding, so be sure to check that out if you're interested in that. We also, hidden in this corner here, have some horse and some fly masks on the back of the door. All right. Again, like I mentioned, this facility has 13 stalls, so there's 7 down this way. And now we are going to head down the secondary aisle. And so our secondary aisle has our open tie stalls here. So you can see there's 2 tie stalls. They're very nice and wide open. We use this area to tie horses and do grooming demonstrations and tacking up demonstrations. Over here we have all our awesome brushes that we have to use every time to get our horses nice and clean. And also our hoof picks as well. This chicken has been following me the whole time, so she must want to be on video. Say hello. All right, we're gonna head into our main tack room. Hopefully the light will turn on, there it goes. So this is our main tack room. This is our Western tack room. So we have all of our bridles here. And then all of our saddles along with our saddle pads. So as you can see on these Western saddles, oops, sorry. They have horns, and therefore they're also bigger, so it makes them a little bit heavier. And then on the back side wall here, we have all of the horses, halters, and lead ropes. You can see all that. We try our best to keep everything organized because it makes things much easier to manage. All right, we're gonna head on out. Okay, right off of our Western tack room, we have our enclosed tie stalls. And there are 6 of those, so there's 3 on each side. And this is where we tie up horses for girls to get their horses ready during our programs in summer camp. And then right off of our barn, if we walk through this breezeway, which is absolutely wonderful, and there's the ducks, is this indoor riding arena, which was added to the barn. And this is one of my favorite places to be because you get to ride, of course, but I love the fact that you get to ride all year long. So if it's raining outside, no worries, you can come to your indoor riding arena and have some fun. So this awesome indoor riding arena is 80 by 160, I believe. So it is nice and big, lots of room. We also have stands on both sides for seating. And as I walk down this way, we also have all of these amazing obstacles that we get to use to build obstacle courses and to just have lots of fun. So we have all of these amazing things that some of you have probably already experienced before. All right. So we also do have an outdoor arena, which actually sits just behind this arena, but it is raining and it is really muddy outside, so I'm not going to go out there today. But that one is 110 by 225. And then, lost signal. Oh. Sorry guys, I think we hit a dead spot. Hopefully everything's still okay. So I said bear with us. We don't know where all the dead spots in our barn is quite yet. But also the other thing that I forgot to mention is that we do have 3 pastures that are outside where the horses live all year round, and which is where they are right now actually. So we have 3 of those pastures that we rotate the horses between. Okay, I'm going to head back into the barn and turn things over to Julie because Julie is here with some special guests that she wants to tell you all about.
Hi Girl Scouts, how's everybody doing today on this kind of rainy day? Can anybody tell me who these 2 horses are?
Does anyone know who this little guy is?
Okay, well this is Ricky, and does anybody recall in January what event this little guy's at? So there's plenty of girls out there with Tack. He was at the cookie round. So these 2 horses,
Julie.
these 2 horses are the same kind of horse. One is a miniature horse and one is a larger horse. This is Jazzy, and she is wanting her friends out there. Ricky's her friend, but she has friends just like you and I have friends, special friends. She's waiting for her special friend to come in. With Jasmine, she was donated to the Girl Scouts, and she was donated by a girl who was 17 years old. She was going to college, and she wanted to share this wonderful horse with girls. So as you can see, sometimes horse behavior is unpredictable. She's just a little nervous today and a little pushy. But we have, actually she's an extremely very good trail horse. So we have 3 new camps this year. We have an extreme trail, which is natural obstacles on the trail, and we'll be going over those obstacles and we'll work up to that, and the very last day we'll be doing obstacles trail out on a trail ride. Our next is a tack and pack, and a tack and pack is you're going to tack your horses, ride your horses on a trail ride, and you will end at a camp area where you will tie your horse, unsaddle, and you will stay out there for that night and take care of the horse, and it'll be a whole lot of fun. We do have, with this little guy here, we're doing a mini-me, which is a resident camp. It's a mini res, such a mini horse, so it's a mini res for minis and me. So the next thing 2. We have a new program that's going to be coming up, so be looking for that in the adventure guide. We have ponytails, we have back in the saddle, we have our junior patch badge program, and we are also going to be asking you girls to give us some insight on what you like to see and what you like to do in our summer camps, our programming, anything that you would like to see us have.
Hi, Jonas, Maggie, Willie, and Marcus.
Hi. How you doing, Maggie? Jonas and Marcus, right?
And Willie.
And Willie. Hi, Willie. Has anyone come to one of our programs for summer, or for the Saturday programs? No? Well, one of our new exciting programs that we have now is called Adoptive Horse. And our Adoptive Horse program is on our open house is May 30th. And we will have you come and enjoy the barn, interact with our herd, interact with our chickens, as you can hear, and come and enjoy what that program is all about. Our program is to...
Natalie Backstrom said they did ponytails this fall.
You did ponytails, awesome. So ponytails kind of builds into all of our other programs that you, in ponytails you get a taste and we teach you how to ride safely. And then back in the saddle, you spend more time in the saddle practicing and honing your skills of riding. And then you can do the junior patch program where you can earn your badge. Let's get her little settled here. She's just a little excited today. You can earn your badge. That's good. Okay, and then with our new program, that'll be announced. So be looking for your adventure guide, and we'll have it in the adventure guide. With our Adoptive Horse program, it helps us take care of all of our horses. So with our Adoptive Horse program, you get in the adoption kit, there is a of adoption with the picture of the horse that you adopt. You can adopt a horse as a troop, as a whole troop, and fund what we need to do for our horses so we can have programs, so we can have more horses, so we can have the beautiful facility here, myself and Jessica, and being able to take care of these horses. Can anybody guess how much it is to take care of a horse for a year?
We're going to wait a couple of minutes to see if anyone can take a guess. Natalie Backstrom also said that they hope to get to do the back in the saddle. They did.
Back in the saddle is an awful lot of fun. We do a obstacle course as well in that program, and you just hone your riding skills. You don't have to have taken any other of our programs before to do back in the saddle, but it does help to have ponytails before you come. But you don't have to. It's not required.
Carol Bond says that Sophie is looking forward to her first horse camp this summer.
Awesome. What camp is she doing? We're going to wait for her.
Heather Weber says her daughter's going to go to pony trails this summer.
Oh, pony trails is a lot of fun. That's a nice trail riding camp. And obviously, she looks a little nervous today, but she's an excellent trail horse. She'll go over any obstacle, any water, through
So how much does one horse cost
How much
in a
does
year?
one horse cost a year is $3,000. So let's do.
Oh, Sophie was really close. Sophie guessed $4,000 a year.
Good girl, Sophie. It is about $3,000 a year. So we have 32 horses. We're going to do a math problem. And I want somebody to come up with the answer to this. $3,000 times 32 horses is how much money per year?
It's going to take a couple.
Can probably take a couple minutes and we'll move on a little bit here. With our adoption program, you can own a horse. That way, your troop can take care of a horse that way. You can adopt more than one horse. You can adopt 2, 3 horses if you'd like. We do have patches, fun patch that we have for our original, our first patch, feature patch, is going to be a Scooter. So Scooter can be put in a barn patch, which has 2 windows in it, 2 stalls. So you can put Scooter with another horse if you'd like. And you can also have or collect all of those feature patches for each year and put in another barn. So that helps us keep our horses in our barn for the donations that you give us to give you these wonderful programs. Okay, so is anybody come up with the answer?
Hi, Chandler Weber.
So why don't you tell us, Jess, what that number is?
So if we have 32 horses and it costs $3,000 for each horse in a year, that's $96,000 to care for the entire horse for a year. And like Julie said, that is only veterinary, grain and hay, dental, and farrier care. There we go, Natalie Backstrom. Liz says 96,000. She got it.
Exactly, that's exactly it. And as you can see, we're in our muddy season. So, and I'm holding a muddy kind of brush here to get the mud off of her. So stay tuned because we will have more live videos and see how muddy their legs are, their feet are. We've got to pick their feet every day. So imagine you're going to have to clean these little babies before you're able to ride. So Ricky doesn't mind. So stay tuned, and we will have a grooming video. We will have another live. So join us again at Tack with the Herd for next Friday.
All right, thank you, Julie. As Julie said, we're going to wrap things up here. And so I just really quickly wanted to say thanks for joining us today, for all of you that tuned in, and thanks for hanging with us as we deal with some of the kinks and technology issues that we are having. And hopefully we will get this nailed down to be a little bit smoother and better for next time. But for more information on all of the programming that Julie just mentioned, go to getyourgirlpower.org. Also make sure to follow our YouTube channel that I mentioned earlier. It is GSCI Camp Tippewinkle Equestrian Center, so you can check out because we'll be adding new videos there. And so join us again next Friday at noon, okay? Make sure you're there. Don't forget your lunch. Stay safe and keep washing your hands, Girl Scouts. We will see you then. Bye.